Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you the initial checkout video of Goofy, and this is Nora's telephone from California. And basically, I remember something to the effect of she would hear something rattling around inside Goofy. And I haven't gotten to that part yet because this is just the initial checkout. But this telephone will not dial out, and it will not ring in. And also, when I tapped the demo button, he started just for a second to work, but then he quit. So there's some major things going on with this telephone. And the only thing that we can get out of this telephone at this point, and this is the initial checkout, is I get some dial tone. If you can hear that, I'm sure you can. And I get a little bit of a transmit. If you look at the red light. But when I go to dial the telephone, it will not dial out. Nothing's happening. And it seems to be seizing the analyzer or seizing the line and then hanging up. So when I go to ring it, though, it's in its ring cycle now. The analyzer's, it's going to kick here in a second. There's a ring right there. And we're not getting anything. And if you move Goofy around, we have a switch over here in the back, and it says off, animation, and ring. Right now it's in the animation mode, but I'm going to switch the switch back and forth a little bit just in case it's dirty. I'm going to go to animation. I'm going to show you a ring cycle here every time this red light lights. I'm in the ring mode. I'm going to leave it there. And then I'm going to hit animation and wait for a ring cycle. I kind of thought I heard something coming through the receiver, like a little snap. Let's see what happens again here. Yep, there it is again. I'm just going to be quiet, and I'm going to let it go into a ring cycle, see if it does it. Yep. I heard a little snap through the handset. And it shouldn't be doing that. It sounded like it was through the handset. Let's try that again. Just kind of going to listen to the handset here. No, it's not actually coming from the handset. It's coming from inside the telephone. But even on animation, he should be doing his thing right now, talking about getting a call and trying to wake up and moving around. I'm going to stop the ring cycle, and I'm going to hit the demo button. Now, he does have batteries in him, but it looks like Goofy's acting a little goofy right now. So let's do this. Let's pull the line cord, and he does have batteries in him. I'm going to try to maybe take him apart. We'll see if I hear something rattling around in him. I talked to so many different people. She may have heard his ears flipping around. I'm not sure. And it might not have been this specific telephone either. It may have been another telephone. But so far what we know is this telephone is not dialing out. We're in the tone mode here, and the ringer's on high. So there's a little screw missing out of the battery compartment, but I'm going to pull these batteries real quick. And I did measure them earlier. I want to measure them separately. Let's see what kind of voltage we got here. That's got 147. 152, 130, 122. When I say 122, what I mean is 1.22 volts. These are volt-and-a-half batteries. So I'm just giving you the measurement in a long reading. So let's see what we can do here about taking him apart real quick. It's probably a pretty serious problem. You know, the parts to these are limited. If it's not a generic part, then we might have a problem here. The animation board is kind of technical. That would be a specialized part for this telephone. You're not going to be able to get it anywhere except for another Goofy phone, because it basically handles what he says. It's the recording. It stops and starts with what he's doing and refers to everything that he's about. So it's going to be a situation where, you know, that type of part would have to come from another Goofy telephone. I want to try to remove this last screw, kind of give you a look at the inside of this telephone. He's a little simpler to get apart than some of them. Some of them have quite a few. Try to swing this around here and give you a look. Try to add some light maybe to the scene. This is what Goofy looks like. You got the battery encasement on the inside. You have your speaker. This is your switches for your tone and pulse and ringer, high and low. You have another switch over here, which is his demo switch, and then you have the main PC board, and that's just a ribbon cable up to the keypad. That looks like it's intact. I don't see anything floating around, and that may have been a different conversation. I talked to a lot of customers about a lot of different telephones, and I talked to somebody and they had said something about they could hear something rattling around inside, and it doesn't look like this is the telephone that we were talking about. Of course, now maybe she heard his ears flipping back and forth when she turned him upside down. I don't know. But I'm going to try to pull this board. We're going to have to troubleshoot this board and troubleshoot out this problem. We've got a couple of serious things going on because you can't dial out, and there is no ring cycle, and he has no animation. So this could get pretty serious, and the only way we're going to know what we can do about it is I'm not going to worry about this wire that just came off. It just came off the battery. That's not a big issue to me. Try to move him around here and get these other two screws out. The main PC board, I'll try to give you a look at that. We're just going to basically have to troubleshoot at board level, kind of go from there, see what's going on, see why Goofy's acting goofy. We'll kind of go from there. Okay. That drops the board down a little bit. Maybe sneak in here and get a look at this. If you've never seen one of these boards before, this is basically what the main PC board looks like. Over in this area is where you're going to have your processor that does all that processing for the when he talks and sends out a signal when the telephone is in the ring mode or the demo mode for what he does and how he acts and moves around. And this is the back of the board, basically. And I'm just trying to take a quick look at what's kind of going on here. I don't necessarily see any components that have been broke from the board, and I don't see anything that's rattling around. So it's just the initial checkout. I'm going to have to troubleshoot this board, kind of go through it, go through all the components, check everything, and see what we come up with, and kind of go from there. But I would call it a pretty serious problem, since Goofy is not dialing out, and he's not, see these ears flash back and forth. So, you know, that might be something that someone would hear and think that maybe his got something rattling around inside of him. These are pretty cool handsets on here, because they have a volume control right here. They got a low and a high. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, this is the initial checkout of a Goofy telephone, animated, and this is Nora's telephone from California. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.